Dear students, I welcome you all to watch this video. In this video, let us learn how to prepare a journal. Let me take a simple problem to understand the concept of journal clearly. Okay, first note down the problem. Journalize the following transactions in the books of Rahul on November 1st, 2020. November 1st, 2020 or 2020 November 1st. Commenced business with cash rupees 75,000. Commenced business with cash rupees 75,000. Then on 2nd, deposited cash into bank rupees 15,000. Next, on November 3rd, purchased goods for cash rupees 10,000. Next, November 4th, paid wages rupees 1,000. Next, November 6th, purchased furniture for rupees 5,000. And November 8th, sold goods for cash rupees 15,000. Okay, only 6 transactions to understand the concept clearly. Okay, first, what we have to do? We have to draw the columns, format of journal. Format of journal, journal consists of 5 columns. First, write the heading, Journal of Rahul. Who commenced business here? Rahul commenced business. So it is Journal of Rahul. And draw the columns. Journal consists of 5 columns. One column for date, one column for particulars, one column for ledger folio, and debit amount rupees, credit amount rupees. See, after drawing the column, write the title of the column or write the heading for each column. Column ಅನ್ನು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕಾಲಮ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರೆಯಬೇಕು. Okay. First column is date column. So write date. Then particulars. Then ledger folio. Then debit amount rupees, credit amount rupees. This is the format. Shall we start? Format and draw marketine. So the first transaction is on 1st November 2020. Rahul started or commenced business with cash rupees 75,000. What are the steps to be followed? This is the transaction. Rahul commenced business with cash rupees 75,000. First, we have to identify the accounts involved in the transaction. Identify the accounts involved in the transaction. What are the accounts involved here? The cash account. Rahul commenced business with cash. So one account is cash account. And whenever the owner of the business brings in cash, it is called capital. Whenever the owner of the business brings in cash to start the business, it is called capital. So two accounts involved are cash account and capital account. Cash account, what type of account? Identify the accounts, then identify the type of accounts or classify or name the type of account. Cash account, what type of account? Asset account. What the rule says? Debit, increase in asset. Credit, decrease in asset. See here, cash comes into the business. So cash increases and hence asset increases. Means cash account should be debited. Cash account should be debited. And what about capital account? Capital account is capital account. Capital account falls under the category of capital account. The rule, debit, decrease in capital, credit, increase in capital. Here, capital increases, so capital account should be credited. So account to be debited is cash account and account to be credited is capital account. ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೇಗೆ? The two accounts involved are cash account and capital account. cash account and capital account. Cash account, asset account. Rule: debit, increase in asset; credit, decrease in asset. Here cash increases means asset increases, therefore cash account should be debited. And capital account falls under the category of capital account. Rule: debit, decrease in capital; credit, increase in capital. Here capital increases, so capital account should be credited. Therefore the journal entry is: first write the date 2020 November 1st, and we know that account to be debited should be written first. Other day I told. So first write which account is to be debited here? Cash account. So the entry is cash account debtor. How much amount? Rupees 75,000. Cash account debtor rupees 75,000 to capital account rupees 75,000. Cash account debtor rupees 75,000 to capital account rupees 75,000. Narration: started business with cash. How to write the narration? Started business with cash or commenced business with cash. I hope it is clear. And after writing the narration, draw one line only in particulars column. ಅದು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕಾಲಮಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬಾರ್ದು, ಲೆಜರ್ ಫೋಲಿಯೋ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಡೇಟ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಕೇವಲ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಡಬೇಕು. ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ how to read the journal entry? Cash account debtor rupees 75,000 to capital account rupees 75,000. Started business with cash. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದು ಯಾವ ಟೈಪ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್, ರೂಲ್ ಏನು, ಯಾಕೆ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾವ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾಕೆ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾವ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ 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 ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಕೇವಲ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಗಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆದರೆ ನೀವು ಅಕೌಂಟೆನ್ಸಿಯನ್ನು ಕಲಿಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಐ ರಿಪೀಟ್, ಟು ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆರ್ cash account and capital account. Cash account, asset account. Rule: debit, increase in asset; credit, decrease in asset. Here cash increases means asset increases and hence cash account should be debited. Capital account, capital account. Rule: debit, decrease in capital; credit, increase in capital. When capital increases, capital account should be credited. So the journal entry is cash account debtor rupees 75,000 to capital account rupees 75,000. Started business with cash. ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ನೀವು ಹೀಗೆ ರೂಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಯೇ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿಯನ್ನು ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. Now let me move on to see the second transaction. What is the second transaction? On 2nd of November, he deposited rupees 15,000 into bank. He deposited into bank rupees 15,000. Two accounts involved are bank account and cash account. Two accounts involved are bank account and cash account. Bank account, asset account; cash account, asset account. Both the accounts are assets account. Here the rule says debit, increase in asset; credit, decrease in asset. See, when cash is deposited into bank, bank balance increases. Bank balance increases. So increase in asset, and hence bank account should be debited. And when cash is deposited into bank, the cash in the cash counter of the business will comes down. Cash comes down. So decrease in cash means decrease in asset. So cash account should be credited. Look here, two accounts in order: bank account and cash account. Both are assets account. Rule: debit, increase in asset; credit, decrease in assets. See, when cash is deposited into bank, bank balance increases and hence bank account is to be debited. And cash balance decreases. Cash balance in the cash counter of the business decreases and hence cash account should be credited. So the journal entry is bank account debtor to cash account. Bank account debtor to cash account. So shall we write? On November 2nd, the account to be debited should be written first. That is bank account. Bank account debtor rupees 15,000. See that? Bank account debtor rupees 15,000 to cash account rupees 15,000 to cash account rupees 15,000. Narration: deposited cash into bank or cash deposited into bank. ನೀವು ಓನ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. ಈ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿಯನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟೆಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ into bank. Draw one line in the particulars column. Clear? I hope it's very simple. Bank account debtor to cash account. Bank account debtor rupees 15,000 to cash account rupees 15,000. Deposited cash into bank. ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಇದೇ ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮಗೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಆನ್ November 3rd. Purchased goods for cash rupees 10,000. Purchased goods for cash rupees 10,000. Two accounts involved. Problem ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ, purchased goods for cash rupees 10,000. Two accounts involved. Purchases account. Here goods purchased for the purpose of selling. So goods purchased by the business or goods bought by the business for the purpose of selling is called purchases. So purchases account, one account purchases account and other account cash account. Purchases account, what type of account? Purchases account is expenses account. Purchases account is expenses account, and the rule says debit increase in expenses, credit decrease in expenses. Debit increase in expenses, credit decrease in expenses. ಈ ರೂಲ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ವಾ, ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. Debit increase in expense, credit decrease in expense. See, when we purchase goods, we means here our business. When we purchase goods, our expenses increases. Our expenses increases. So purchases account should be debited. Purchase account should be debited. What about cash account? Cash account, asset account, debit, increase in asset, credit, decrease in asset. When we purchase goods and pay for it, cash balance decreases. So cash account should be credited. So how to explain? Two accounts in order: purchase account and cash account. Purchase account, expenses account. Rule: debit increase in expense, credit decrease in expense. Here expense increases, so purchases account should be debited. Okay. Next, cash account, asset account. Debit increase in asset, credit decrease in asset. When we pay cash for purchase of goods, cash balance decreases, means asset decreases, so cash account should be credited. So take down the journal entry. 2020 November 3. Account to be debited: purchases account. Purchases account debtor to cash account. Purchases account debtor rupees 10,000 to cash account rupees 10,000. Narration: being purchased goods for cash or bought goods for cash. How to verify? Purchased goods for cash. Draw one line in the particulars column only. I hope it's clear. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಬರೆಯಬೇಕು. Next, what's the next transaction? The next transaction is paid for wages rupees 1,000. I will take it in the next slide. You continue there only. Paid for wages rupees 1,000. Wages means it is an expense. ಕೂಲಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕೆಲಸಗಾರರನ್ನು ನೆಚ್ಚಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೂಲಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Wages, it is an expense. So wages paid rupees 1,000. Two accounts in order: wages account and cash account. Wages account and cash account. Wages account, expenses account. Rule: debit increase in expense, credit decrease in expense. When we pay cash for wages, expense increases, so wages account should be debited. And the other account, cash account, asset account, cash account, asset account. Rule: debit increase in asset, credit decrease in asset. When we pay cash for wages, again cash decreases, so cash account should be credited. Therefore, the journal entry is wages account debtor rupees 1,000 to cash account rupees 1,000. Wages account debtor rupees 1,000 to cash account rupees 1,000. Narration: wages paid or cash paid for wages. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವೇರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ narration. It's a brief explanation about the journal entry written just below the journal entry. So wages paid or cash paid for wages. Draw one line in the particular column. Okay. Shall we move on to see the next transaction? What is that next transaction? On November 6th, Rahul bought furniture worth rupees 5,000 for cash. He bought furniture worth rupees 5,000 for cash. Two accounts in order. What are the two accounts? One is cash account. What about the other account? Furniture purchased. You may say here purchases account, but here purchases account will not come. Here furniture is purchased, means for Rahul it is asset. Furniture is asset. whenever asset is purchased, it should not be taken as purchases. Only when goods are purchased, it should be taken as purchases. ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ purchases meaning ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವಾಗ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ. What are purchases? Goods bought by the business are called purchases. Goods bought by the business are called purchases. Here furniture is bought, so it is not purchases. It is asset purchase. Means what I mean to say is, whenever asset is purchased, we should not take it as purchases, but concerned asset account should be taken. Hence here, the two accounts in order: furniture account and the cash account. Furniture account and the cash account. Both are assets account. Furniture is an asset. Cash is an asset. Furniture is an asset. Cash is an asset. So the rule: debit increase in asset, credit decrease in assets. When we purchase furniture, asset increases, so furniture account should be debited. When we purchase furniture, asset increases. Furniture increases means asset increases, and hence furniture account should be debited. And what about the cash account? Cash account, asset account rule: credit decrease in asset. When we pay cash for furniture, cash balance decreases, so cash account should be credited. The entry is furniture account debtor rupees 5,000 to cash account rupees 5,000. To cash account rupees 5,000. Write clearly. Amount to be credited should be written in credit column. Furniture account debtor rupees 5,000 to cash account rupees 5,000. Write narration: purchased furniture for cash. Purchased furniture for cash, or bought furniture for cash, like that. Okay. Draw one line in particular column only. Next, on 2020 November 8th, what is the transaction? Sold goods for cash. Sold goods for cash. What are the two accounts involved here? Sold goods sold by the business are called sales. So two accounts involved are here: cash account and sales account. Cash account and sales account. When we sell goods, it is called sales, and the other account is cash account. Sold goods for cash. Cash account, asset account. Debit increase in asset, credit decrease in asset. ನಾವು goods ಅನ್ನ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ? ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, so cash increases, so cash account should be debited. Cash account, asset increases, and hence cash account should be debited here. I hope you are following me. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಸರಕುಗಳನ್ನ ನಗದು ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಗದು ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗುತ್ತೆ, so cash account should be debited. What about sales account? What type of account it is? Sales account, revenues account. It's an income to the business, isn't it? It's an income to the business. So sales account, revenues account. What is the rule? The rule is debit decrease in revenue, credit increase in revenue. When we sell goods for cash, our revenue increases. When revenue increases, we have to credit that particular revenue account. So sales account, revenues account rule: debit decrease, credit increase. Here revenue increases, and then sales account should be credited. So the journal entry is: cash account debtor rupees 15,000. Cash account debtor rupees 15,000 to sales account rupees 15,000. Cash account debtor rupees 15,000 to sales account rupees 15,000. Clearly, right? Write it in the credit column. Cash account debtor rupees 15,000 to sales account rupees 15,000. Narration: sold goods for cash. Sold goods for cash. Clear? Draw one line. This is how journal is to be prepared. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆವು? 6 ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಗಳಿದಾವೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಆ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಯಾವ ವಿಧದ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಅಸೆಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್, ಲೈಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಕೌಂಟ್, ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್, ರೆವಿನ್ಯೂ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. We have to apply the rule relating to that particular account. Very simple. Then we have to write first the account to be debited. Then we have to write the account to be credited. Ledger folio column ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಬರೆಯೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರೆಯೋದು? When this particular entry is posted to ledger, the page number of the ledger will be written here. Now you may total the journal. So total it. Both the debit columns and credit columns should be total, and they should be tally. ಅದು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ನೋ ದ ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಬುಕ್ ಕೀಪಿಂಗ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಕರಸ್ಪಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬಹುದು, ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಎರಡು ಕಾಲಮ್ಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಆಗದೇ ಇದ್ರೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ರೈಟ್ ದ ಟೋಟಲ್. ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಯು ಗಾಟ್? 1,21,000. ಅದನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. 1,21,000. Clear? This is how journal is to be prepared. Next class ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿಯ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಗಳನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ನೀವು ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ರೂಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಲಿತ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.